this Muriel Bowser of Washington, D.C. did something that was quite wrong. She ordered that the city of Washington, D.C., she's the mayor of that little enclave, that they would paint, I think on 16th Street or 8th Street, I'm not sure which, Black Lives Matter on that street that leads directly to the White House. Now, I understand what the point of it was, especially after what happened last Monday with Tribulation Trump turning loose military forces, active military duty, not National Guard, but active military forces on peaceful protesters so Trump could go over to the St. John's Episcopal Church and hold up that Bible backwards and upside down. But it was wrong for her to paint Black Lives Matter on the streets of Washington, D.C. It was wrong, and it should be erased, and somebody should go down there with some lye and some Clorox and take it off. Because let me tell you something, suppose a white supremacist, suppose David Duke came to town, right? Suppose David Duke came to town, and he wanted to paint on the other street, on the other side of the street, white lives matter, or white supremacy is bad. Suppose he painted, the world will be up in arms. People will be having a diarrhea fit if David Duke or some white person painted white lives matter. They would have the world would have a diarrhea fit, and they turn on the fans of the world. She was wrong for doing that. She was wrong. That's wrong. And on a street, and then she put up a street sign as well. That's wrong. That is racist. It's taking advantage of the moment. It's worse. Now, what Trump did by turning those active military 82nd Airborne troops loose on those protesters there in Lafayette Park was wrong. It was egregious. It was vile. It was inhumane. But what this Muriel Bowser woman did by putting up signs that said Black Lives Matter and painting on the street Black Lives Matter trumps what Trump did. It's wrong. It's wrong, America. And if you're going to march or do anything, if you really want to see justice, y'all need to go down there and wash that vile statement off of the streets of Washington, D.C. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. And yet, because of white privilege, y'all letting her get away with that. It's wrong, my friend. Somebody need to go down there and wash it up. This is a bit of a news blog we do, looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting, rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.